Hello everyone and welcome to today's tarot reading. I hope that all is well. If you're new here, I am your host LeeApocrypha and it is a pleasure to meet you. I hope you'll consider joining this soul family that we have going on here. And hopefully if you like this video, you'll consider liking, sharing and all that jazz. If you are returning, welcome back soul family. I love you guys. Hugs. Okay, so as always, information, decks, disclaimers are in the description box down below. I hope you guys can hear me all right. Testing out some new device right here, a microphone. Thank you so much to my father who invested this little gift for me so that you guys can have better sound quality for my videos and all of that to hear me better. And thank you so much for my parents who support me on this endeavor. I just saw 101. Thank you for everyone who made it out last weekend to that event that I was a part of, that I posted about on my Instagram and I mentioned. Thank you guys so much. It was such a success and such an amazing experience to have, and I cannot wait to have another experience like it. So if you guys are local and you're in need of a tarot reader for an event, consider hitting me up. Shit, let's communicate. Okay, so today is going to be a pick a card reading, slightly different than what I've been doing. I didn't post yesterday, I usually post on Sundays, but my schedule is still changing around. I've been exhausted and dealing with all that shit. So with that out of the way, I wanted to do something different today, a pick a card reading. So I chose very specific objects. All of them are minerals, crystals, whatever you want to call them. And all of them are very significant to me in different ways. I would like to first address, before you go and pick a specific pile, please hear out what I have to say a little bit about each and every one, because I'm going to address something significant about the object during the pick a card process. I may or may not reiterate these things during the piles reading. So if you don't mind, please take the time to just hear what I have to say. There's a little spider. Hi! Now it's crawling all over the cards and it stopped in between two. But yeah, so I'm not mad about spiders. Okay, so I'm going to again talk about each one individually, maybe show you guys the spider if it doesn't run off. It came here earlier. I took a picture and then it ran off and now it's back. So the spider wants to be a significant part of this reading. If you pick pile 3 or something, I just saw 313. There may be something significant and now it's running all over. So I'm gonna go ahead and show these piles and the spider is running away. Too late. Sorry you guys. But yeah, so if you don't mind sticking around to hear a little bit about what I have to say with each and every single pile, that might help you determine which pile you may want to choose based off of the quick message that I'm going to share about that. So give me a moment while I turn this around. And again, I'm sorry if you guys can hear a lot of noise or something. I'm really trying to get a hang of this, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's see what we got. Welcome. These are the choices for today's pick a card reading. We have pile 1, pile 2, 3, 4. This is an oracle deck that I will be using in all of these piles. So today, just to mention, that little spider, the little critter, was around here. It came all up on this bitch. It went this way. It was between these two. Crawled down here, and then the second time that it left through there. The first time through here. If you like spiders or anything like that, maybe that's significant to you. Or if you want to maybe perhaps look into working with the goddess Arachne or something of that sort, that may be a message to you. Okay, so we have here pile number 1. This is a lava rock skull. And something that I fucking love about this one is that it looks like it has a third eye. Straight up. I love that so much. So that's pile 1, the energy here. Maybe you're looking for grounding, maybe into developing your third eye, into psychic development, intuition, perhaps left-hand path or something. Maybe that's significant to you. Now we have here, this is the zebra jasper worry stone, palm stone. And this zebra jasper, also known as Picasso jasper, is very, very important and significant to me. This to me symbolizes sacred unity, and I use it to connect with Lilith, and I want to start using it to also connect with Samael. That may be something significant to you there, making me think of balance, feminine, masculine, and different energies of that nature, light and dark. So we also have here, this is the phantom quartz generator. So as you can see, it looks like a ghost inside, a ghost crystal. And yeah, so the way that that forms, I believe, is because the sediments, the crystal stops growing, the sediments fall in the way that they do, and then it continues to grow, something like that. So perhaps you're looking into spiritual growth, perhaps you're looking into enlightenment or something of that sort, maybe a connection with, maybe with a specific connection with a past loved one, or specific god or goddess or something of that sort. Now we have here, last but not least, we have this clear quartz skull. And it's very beautiful. Something that is interesting about crystal skulls is that I believe that there are 12 natural, or how can I say, 12 original crystal skulls that are known to humanity to have power and knowledge and all of that. Arguably all crystals do, but if you're interested in looking more into that, then maybe there's a message there. So the original pick decks, whatever, that I was going to choose was pile 1, 2, and 3, with pile 1, 2 stone and 3rd. But this one was calling out to me, wanted to be picked out, so the tarot sexual magic seemed the most fitting for the sacred unity that I will be talking about in that pile. So again, we have pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, there you go, pile number 3, and pile number 4. Also interesting is that we have it in color sequence, so that's also something interesting. So yeah, I hope you guys have chosen your piles, and the timestamp will be listed down below, and I'll see you in your reading. Thank you. Hello and welcome to your reading, pile number 1. If you chose the lava rock skull with the little 3rd eye there, this is your pile. So you can get acquainted with your choice of stone. Here, let me show you a little bit more. There may be something that you're very passionate about, something burning within you that you want to bring to life. Maybe it is your psychic development, your skills, your intuition. Maybe something of a darker nature to you. That doesn't mean that it's evil, okay? I have this sense of you need to face your fear, pile 1. You have these fears that are holding you back from developing yourself further, from pursuing what you love, whatever it is that fuels that passion within you. I just saw 1, 2, 3. You won't see it as 1, 2, 3 because I have to put, multiple videos together. But I saw 1, 2, 3 making me think of a start to a new beginning. So pile number 1, there may be something that you're trying to bring out into the light. Maybe it's something that you see as dark or that you shouldn't be a part of, you shouldn't be interested in, but this is something that is really rooted in who you are. This is a deep aspect of who you are, and if you truly want to know thyself, then you're gonna have to delve deeper into this. Trust your intuition and don't be afraid to face your fears. I just kind of have this feeling that some of you may be looking into something, or I just see the eye sockets are just pitch black. It's like you want to delve deeper into knowing about something, but you're afraid what's looking back at you. Maybe you want to do scrying, but you're afraid to scry, afraid of what you're going to see. Of course, do your research, be safe about what it is that you want to do, but if you feel really called to do something, well, your intuition is telling you about it, then you should really delve deeper into it. Okay, pile 1. So let's see what we get for you today. So we have a lot of cards that just flipped out. Do you want me to take these? Fuck it, I'm gonna take these for you, okay? Okay, so I have quite a bit. We have the King of Swords in reverse, the 8 of Pentacles upright, Strength in reverse. Then we have the 6 of Cups in reverse, the Page of Swords in reverse, and the Ace of Cups upright. Now, underneath the deck, we have the 10 of Wands. So let's see here. Hope you guys like the jams that are going a little spooky today. All right. The King of Swords, again, it's kind of making me think of what I was saying about the skull here that you chose. About facing your fears, standing up for what you believe, pursuing what you feel is right to you, not allowing anyone or anything to get in the way of that. It's like you have to move past your own self-limiting beliefs. I know this isn't the 8 of Swords here, but it's kind of giving me a similar energy. The King of Swords is someone who knows their power, knows their worth, knows how to communicate, knows what to do when to do it. With it in reverse and with this here, it's making me think of there are things that stop you from pursuing what it is that you want. The 7 of Pentacles is a card of planting the seeds, tending to them, and watching them grow. But in this case here, we see this person has stabbed this tree and the tree is bleeding. Maybe for some of you, this passion that you have, you feel like it's a double-edged sword. Something that brings you a lot of passion, a lot of joy, but it also makes you feel less than within yourself. It's like these fears or these negative self-beliefs have literally caused you strife, have kept you from moving forward and from pursuing what it is that you want. It's like You have the strength within you. The energy is here. You have the clarity of what it is that you want to do. The energy is here. But it's like you feel like if you do, then maybe people are going to be disappointed in you, or you feel like there's an energy around you that's trying to sap you dry or trying to leech off of you. It's like you feel like you're in a hard place, not knowing what to do because people around you kind of take from you. And speaking of taking from you, the Six of Cups is about reciprocity, and it is in reverse here, so that just reiterates that whole sentiment. It's important to spend your time wisely. And if that means that you have to detach yourself from certain people, places, and things in order to allow yourself the time and space to do what it is that you really love, then that's something that you need to do for yourself. Here with the Six of Cups in reverse, it's like there's this energy that's just leeching off of you. Something else that, lava rock is really good with, or black stones in general, are really good with protection. So if you're trying to, you're looking for other ways to protect yourself, maybe get a black stone, whether it's black tourmaline, lava rock, obsidian, shungite, jet, onyx. What else am I missing? Smoky quartz. Something of that nature that will help you with grounding and with protection. Here we have the Page of Swords in reverse as well. So there's a lot of unstable energy around you. Perhaps, I don't know, maybe you're an air sign or dealing with an air sign, or maybe you're just, you get in your head a lot and you start to doubt yourself. It's like you know what you want to do, but there's people who around you that take your time and energy, and so you don't have time and energy to put towards what you want. But in the end, with this Ace of Cups here, what this is telling me is that you need to give that to yourself. You need to be there for yourself first and foremost. You cannot rely on other people, family, friends, or otherwise to make you happy. You need to learn to make yourself happy. If you are relying on other people, consciously or subconsciously, that is codependent behavior. And you cannot have a healthy relationship or healthy way of doing things when you are codependent. You need to, what I'm seeing here is you need to focus on what it is that you want to build for yourself. And you shouldn't give a fuck about how other people perceive it. You're not harming anyone, right? You're not harming any living creature. You're not raping, murdering people, then you do you. Fuck what other people think. It's like if this tree was you, but this person was also you, it's like you're hurting yourself. You're hurting yourself because you allow other people's opinions to matter. We all do that at some point or another, but it needs to come to a point where we realize I am giving my power away. I need to hold on to this for me so I have enough to give to the people that I love and that deserve it. You need to have the strength to let go of the burden. Let go of the burdens within you. And I believe this is the Death card, which is pretty interesting because in this deck in particular, all of the major arcana, as well as the suit court cards, like the Ace of Cups, for example, the Page, you see they have the words here. But the Death card doesn't, okay? Which is very interesting. But it is number 13, so that's another reason why I believe it is the Death card. So I digress. The point is here, you need to learn to let go. I just saw 11:11. Let go of people, places, and things that sap your energy dry, and you need to cut it out of your life. You know, and then we have the Queen of Swords underneath too, in reverse as well. You want to build something stable for yourself, then you need to, and it's easier said than done to not care what other people think and all of that, you know, especially if they're family. It's understandable. But truly, this is your life to live. Your life to live, not theirs. They have their chance. They can live their life, and they're still able to. If they're still on this earth, there's still time for them to do what they want to do. You should not live your life for anybody else but your damn self. And some people might be like, that's selfish. Well, being selfish is to some degree necessary. I just saw 12:12. It's not a negative thing to be selfish to some degree. Now, there is a fine line when it becomes, I saw 12:23. There is a fine line when it becomes a problem, yes. But you need to do what's right for you in your life so that 1, 2, 3, you can move forward. If you hang around people, places, and things that don't support you, that lie to you, that don't reciprocate to you, you gotta let it go. And if you don't, then this is the energy you're gonna be stuck on. This is not a good energy to be stuck on. It's like you want to let shit go, but you don't let it go. Because the Death card upright, to me, that's about letting go. If it's in reverse, it's like you're holding on to something. But likewise, the 10 of Wands upright is like you're holding on to something, and in reverse is like you're trying to let it go. So it's very interesting that these cards are kind of, with them both in reverse, they still have opposite meanings. So it's like you want to let something go, but you don't, and you keep fighting yourself. But you need to make the decision. Look, here's a judgment. You need to make the judgment call of what's right for you in your life, because this is your fucking life to live. I saw 1331, by the way. And again, 13 is the number of the Death card. 3 is a number of manifestation. 1 is a number of alignment, or is like an amplification, in my opinion. So 4 is also about stability, 3 and 1. You want to have stability in your life. You need to create change. You need to create change in your life. And don't allow people or places or things to keep you stuck. Regardless of who they are, family, friends, or otherwise, it doesn't matter. And of course, again, it's easier said than done, but still, you need to make the choice to give that love to yourself, to be there for yourself first and foremost. Because if you don't have time and energy for you, then how are you going to have time and energy for other people? If you really want a change in your life, then you need to make change in your life. You can't expect other people, places, things, jobs, or whatever to change your life for you. You have to take responsibility in your own hands and do what it is that you need to do for you so that you can progress and move forward. What are you reaching for? I almost said Scorpio. Earlier, I almost said Aries. I also almost said Gemini earlier. So I don't know, Gemini, Aries, Scorpio. Those are just some of the names of signs that came out in my head. What are you reaching for? Something that's not fulfilling? Someone that doesn't care? Someone who treats you less than you deserve? Whether they're a parent or otherwise, it doesn't fucking mean shit. If they treat you like shit, then do you really want to deal with that energy? Again, it's easier said than done. But if you really want change, you have to create it yourself. this little creature, whether it's the child or it's just another creature, whatever, if this bitch gonna treat it like that, instead of reaching out for the love of this bitch, it could walk away and give love to itself. But it's reaching out for someone who doesn't even fucking care, not reciprocating. Wearing masks, lying, manipulating. You create the life that you want for yourself. And if you're gonna come at me and say, no, well, my past this happened, it's understandable that your past happened. We all go through shit. I know people who have literally gone through the worst, people who've been physically assaulted by family, verbally assaulted by family, sexually assaulted by family. I know people who've gone through everything and then some. And people who've gone through a mix of all of that. Your experience happened, and it's not okay what happened. But you are capable of deciding for yourself to move past it, to learn from it. Stop giving your time and energy to people who don't fucking care. And if you really want to know how they feel, maybe you should meet up with them in person and ask them and see how they react. Now, what's it called? Body language is not always 100% accurate, but for a lot of us, it's pretty fucking accurate. Just by asking someone, what do you really think about me? What am I really to you? Seeing their reaction, their eyes, their expression, how they stutter, literally. Well, I think that, you think what? It shouldn't be that hard to say how you feel. If you really have strong feelings, then why is it taking you so long to come up with something to say? If you oh, the spider's back and it left again. Okay. The spiders, okay, let me think. You're caught up in a web of lies, of deceit, of bullshit, of people, of your past. It's like you're caught in this web. Do you want to be the fly caught in the web, or do you want to be the spider that's making the web? And what I mean by this is, like, again, you have the ability to understand that you have the strength within you. You do. It was in reverse, but you do have it within you. To stand up for what you believe, to speak your mind, and if you need to cut people, places, things out of your life, then do so. If they don't understand, then they don't understand. You express yourself. You say how you feel. You do what you need to do. And everything else will fall into place. Stop reaching for the approval of other people. And if they're family, it doesn't matter. In the end, none of that matters. What matters is who you are, how you live your life. And you reaching out and reaching out and reaching out and giving to these people who don't reciprocate is literally draining you. It's like, this is the abundance that you have been creating for yourself, and you yourself and other people are like fucking sapping you fucking dry. If you need help healing, then, you know, do what you can to learn good coping mechanisms on how to heal through trauma. I feel like for some of you, there's a lot here about family trauma. Maybe, I'm sorry if that's triggering, but there's a lot here about trauma that I'm sensing. Like maybe parents who belittle you or tell you you're not good enough, that you can't amount to anything, or that literally, you know, you have an idea and they just squash it, like make you feel like it's not a good idea. Just because they didn't get off their ass and make their dreams come true doesn't mean that they should squash your dreams. Okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the Animal Spirit Oracle cards. Ooh, y'all, shit. Okay. Sorry if that was loud. I forget I have a microphone now. We have here multiple signs of the same energy. Again, this card did come out in reverse, but this energy is here. You need to pay attention to it. This death energy is important. It is vital. You cannot have new beginnings without having an end. We have here the Phoenix. How fucking beautiful. You are a Phoenix. Despite all the shit that you have been through, pile 1, you're a fucking Phoenix. You are the embodiment of light and fire and passion. If you choose to allow yourself to be in that energy, to see your worth and the beauty within you, you are the Phoenix. Arise from the ashes, pile 1. I got chills. I don't know if you can see. Kind of. Maybe. I got fucking chills. You need to do what's right for you. Manifest that shit. Turn the negatives into a positive. Turn your past shit, those experiences, those traumas into the thing that makes you powerful. You've been through some shit with people, make that the thing that makes you stand up for what you believe. You thought you could hurt me, motherfucker? Oh hell no, I'm standing up for what I believe. I'm not the same person you fucked with before. I'm a new bitch. I'm a new bitch. And no one's gonna fuck with this bitch. Period. You do what's right for you, pile 1. You allow that energy to blossom within you, to exude out of you. The Phoenix here, right next to the Death card, it's beautiful, okay? So I'm going to read from the book about the Phoenix card, because these, I haven't read all of them, but they good, okay? Now, I'm sorry if it's a lot. Ooh, you guys, okay. Sorry, I read like shit sometimes, but okay, here we go. We have the Phoenix. It says, freedom from suffering and past karma reincarnation. The Phoenix represents the transformation of our past. It doesn't mean running from it, denying it, or burning bridges with rage. The Phoenix employs an advanced technique described in yoga as the burning of impurities through practice and dedication. Tapas, it says in parentheses. The essence of the Phoenix is with us when we realize when we have been suffering too long and something must change. And then I just saw 2555. 5, if you guys know, is the number of change. Come on, yo. 5 and 5 make 10. 10 is the number of an end of a beginning, an end of a cycle. So a new beginning can happen. Speaking of cycles, look, we have this symbol here, symbolizing spirit. Okay. I'll read that again. The essence of the phoenix is with us when we realize we have been suffering too long and something must change. We take a stand and decide to live consciously instead of being driven by the unconscious mind and its long list of fears and aversions. At that very moment, the spark of the phoenix is lit, and the great bird helps us burn through our baggage. We no longer run from who we are, what has happened to us, or what we have done. The stuckness and dead weight fall into the ashes, and a lightness and clarity emerge. As the stagnancy continues to smolder, the phoenix lifts our spirits up, and we begin to recognize ourselves. Is that all that it had? Let me see. Let's see, there's a little bit more here, so let's continue. Again, we may catch a glimmer in our eye that wasn't there before. Look closely. It's a sign the fire of transformation is upon your wings. And it says the phoenix and the first chakra. The ancient yogis believed that our heaviest karmas reside in the first chakra. This earthen center is also called Muladhara. Our root. The ascent of the phoenix begins here, making me think of Kundalini. Kundalini ascends from the first chakra, the base chakra. Okay. The ascent of the phoenix begins here. And as the entanglement of karmas are slowly burned, it rises from the ashes towards the navel center. Again and again, it makes the journey from first to third chakra, purifying our essence, freeing us from the past. There's this little picture there, little thing. Okay, you guys. So that one card was a confirmation about a lot of shit that we were talking about in your reading. So I sincerely hope that these messages brought you some clarity and perspective into your situation. And I just want you guys to know that you are loved, you are protected. We believe in you. I believe in you. Do what it is that you need to do for yourself. And you want change in your life, then you have to create that. You are the phoenix rising from the ashes. Let your past traumas, I'm getting fucking chills, you guys. Let your past traumas, let the past fall away. For every time that the phoenix burns, it's burning away that heaviness. Let it burn away your heaviness. I just thought of a ritual that you could do. It just came on my head. So if you're wanting to do something, maybe you could consider getting like a candle, a black candle or a red candle to symbolize that fire or passion or whatever. Black can be protection. White candle too. You can use that, and while you're gazing upon it, literally envision all of those traumas and all of those things that come to the surface. Envision them coming ablaze, bursting into fire and turning into ash. And as that happens, feel your spirit become lighter. Feel yourself become lighter. Feel that new beginning that you're allowing in yourself. Okay? So, I don't know, that might be significant to you guys. You can use that tiny little ritual, have an idea and add to it, okay, you guys? But yeah, so I hope that this resonated, brought you clarity and perspective into your situation. I love you guys, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye, Pile 1. The spider is back. Hi. The spider is back. Hello. It looks confused as fuck. Let me see if I can... Wait, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh shit. Is it on me? Where'd it go? I didn't squish it, did I? Well, I don't know where the spider went. But yeah, it was there. It was doing a thing. And I'm like, I like spiders, but I just don't want to get bitten. Okay. No fucking clue where it went. Oh, there it is. Oh. I don't think you guys are gonna be able to see it. Look, do you see it? Right there? Probably not. Look, there it is. Did you see that? Did you guys see that shit? Okay, so pile 1, if you're still here, by the way, I saw 32, 23. So again, that energy of 5 about transformation. A lot about, again, weaving your own destiny. I see the spider. The spider fucking chilling. Alright, so thank you guys for being here, and I hope that you found that little critter as entertaining as I did. But it's still somewhere around. So I will get started with the next pile. Put these cards back. Fuck it, I don't think that I'll cut in between piles today. I'm not gonna cut the video or anything, so fuck it. It's gonna be long. It's gonna be long. Hope you got some snacks with you, cause shit. Alright, so thank you again, pile 1. Hope to see you in the next one. Okay. So, hello, pile 2. If you chose, oh, I just saw 33, you guys. 6 is a number of love. 6 is a number of balance. 3 is a number of manifestation. We're talking here about sacred unity. We're about to get all up in this sacred unity, okay? So if you heard a little bit of what I had to say about this stone makes me think of sacred unity. There was a day that I was feeling called to my altar, and so I sat there. I was trying to connect, and I started to feel an energy like, okay, maybe I should, try to connect with Lilith right now. And so I have, okay, sorry, you could probably hear a bunch of shit. Okay. I have this Lilith Ritual Anointing Oil by Belladonna's Botanicals. A gorgeous fucking thing. She has so many amazing products. I also have her flying ointment for Lilith. I felt called to anoint this with her oil. I just fucking love it. It reminds me of wine, which I'm not crazy about, but I hear Lilith is. So if you want to work with Lilith or something, I would highly recommend looking into Belladonna's Botanicals. Maybe considering getting something like that might be significant to you. So when I sat there and I was anointing it and I was trying to feel into that energy, I started feeling like as if she was telling me to look into sacred unity. And so I got my phone and I was looking into, sacred unity of Lilith and Samael. And in doing so, I felt called to look more into Samael. And so when I was doing that, I believe it was an article that I was reading by Satan and Sons, Priestess Akelta, I believe it's called. I'm sorry if I'm incorrect. But I was reading this article, and there was a certain point that I started crying and feeling overwhelmed because of the message that was there. And I was like, wow, that's what I'm going through. And so I stopped after reading that paragraph. I didn't even continue scrolling or anything. I didn't see the next paragraph at all. I just kind of sat there, put my head on my shit, and I was like, okay, wow. I started to have this feeling as if Samael was telling me, I'm here if you need me. And so, I have skepticism still. I'm still a beginner on my own journey, and I'm still learning about different paths and different entities and different things like that. So I still doubt my intuition sometimes. I still doubt myself sometimes. But interestingly enough, when I continued reading, the very next paragraph, the very first sentence, literally stated something within the lines of, Samael helps those who call upon him. And that gotta get used to that, but that hit me because I just felt so grateful, So maybe you're dealing with a sacred unity, twin flame, sacred partner, something like that has been very difficult. This is saying to stay strong and to believe in yourself and what you are capable of. To find that unity within yourself, that sacred unity, is not only something with someone, it's the most important to have that sacred unity within yourself. So what does the sacred unity make me think of? With Lilith and Samael, two forces coming together as one, like yin and yang. Like yin and yang. Finding that balance. Lilith left Eden. She fled because of what has happened to her, how she was treated like shit by God and Adam. And she first met with Samael. Samael saw her potential and saw how beautiful and powerful of a woman that she is, and that she deserves to be able to express that. They became lovers. They're as fucking powerful and strong as it is on their own. But together, it's a whole different energy. And I'm still learning about it myself. But if that's something that you also feel called to look into, then I would highly, highly recommend it to you. Okay? Sorry, I got a little emotional there. Excuse me while I clean off some mocos for a little bit. And fix my fucking... Sorry, you guys. I'm a mess right now. Fuck it. So, if you're struggling in a relationship, you're struggling with self-love, you're struggling with unity, whether it's yourself or someone else, know that you are powerful and you deserve the best. And I don't give a fuck who it is. If they're treating you like shit, no. Someone who really loves you isn't gonna treat you like shit. And if they really love you and they just have like tendencies, bad tendencies, narcissistic tendencies, or different things like that, you know, that's still not an excuse. Someone can love you and be shit and be a shitty person. But if you really love yourself, then don't allow yourself to stay in that energy, because you're not helping you and you're not helping them, because then nothing's getting fixed. There's no balance in that situation, okay, you guys? So I feel like this is heavy. We have the Three of Cups. Oh yeah, sorry, nudity, you guys don't like it, then don't watch this pile, okay? There's nudity. All right, so this is the Three of Cups. Then we have, I don't know, there's these three cards. Not sure if they want to go first or after, but let's see. We have the Knave of Swords, which I believe is the Knave is the Page, I believe. The Page of Swords. Yeah. Looking at that booty like, ooh, look at that booty. All up in it. Then we have the Ten of Cups in reverse. Sorry, I'm like shaky, you guys. And we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. Let me get a couple more cards. Pile 1 got 6 cards, so I'll just keep all the piles at 6. So we have the Four of Swords in reverse. And last but not least, ooh, fuck, I had a feeling that shit was gonna happen. 2 of them flipped up, 2 of them slid out. It's fine. We'll take them all for you guys, alright? Underneath we have the Six of Swords. I had a feeling. I was about to say 1, please, and then the 50 fucking came out. So we have the Three of Wands in reverse. Okay. Let me see. Is this what you want? I guess this pile wants it like that. And then we also have the Ten of Pentacles. Did I say this was in reverse or upright? It slid sideways. 44, 14. I feel like it wants to be in reverse, and it's right under the Ten of Cups in reverse. And then we have these two that also came out. It's the Eight of Wands in reverse. And the Five of Cups in reverse as well. I saw 44, 42. Okay. Okay, so pile number 2. It's kind of a lot to unpack. Let's just start with the Three of Cups. You want happiness. You want to celebrate. You want love. You want balance. You want to manifest that shit. You want someone who's gonna love you up front, behind closed doors, in public, like not be afraid to hold your hand, not be afraid to say that you are theirs and they are yours. Someone who's going to reciprocate all of that. There may have been a situation for very, very few of you. Take it if it resonates. If it's not yours, it's not yours, whatever, okay? Maybe you were in a situation that someone went behind your back to do something that was not okay, to say the least. That may be something, an aspect of your situation, of the connection that you were or are dealing with. You deserve to feel open and free with someone who really loves you, but you need to give that love to yourself, okay? The next thing we have is the Page of Swords. I feel like for some of you, you're sick and tired of people just seeing you for your body. Maybe you got that body yaddy yaddy, you know what I'm talking about? And people just pay attention to that and they don't see you for who you really are. You might have sex with them and then the next thing you know, they're fucking gone. You're trying to heal. You're trying to be more aware of these kind of energies and trying to stay away from that. You're sexy, you're beautiful. You deserve to express yourself without people trying to get in your pants and then just fuck you and leave. Hit it and quit it. I feel like you might, some of you may deal with a lot of people like that. They might smooth talk you, give you all these compliments, and then it just feels shallow. For some of you, I feel like you're used to people lying to you or telling you something in your face to butter you up. And you're trying to heal. You're trying to heal through this. You're trying to find and create balance in yourself again. Now, with the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, I'm going to read these together. Whatever situation it was that you were in has not gone the best. You gave and gave and gave your love, your time, your energy. Financially, you were there, stable, strong. And it was always like one-sided. You were trying to create a safe place for your partner, trying to create a stable foundation with your partner, and they left. Or they did some stupid shit and they don't deserve you because of that. Ten is like at the end of a cycle. So it's like you're already at the end of this. For some of you, I feel like you have seen what it is that you need to do and how it is that you can move forward in your life. Some of you may be struggling in terms of thinking, can I do this alone without this person? Can I be financially stable with myself? Can I really provide for myself and the people around me? Fuck yeah, you can. You don't need this motherfucker. If they cheated on you, you don't need them. I mean, in the end, it's your choice to take them back or not or whatever, but that's your choice. They didn't realize what they had the first time. If all you felt like was a booty call to this person and they were never actually there for you, some of you may be single parents, whether you're male or female. This person may have had you like by the balls, so to speak. They get you to do what they want, and then they never fucking reciprocate. You try to find balance in the relationship, and they just refused. They didn't care. That was the last thing on their mind, as it seems. The King of Pentacles in reverse shows me that for some of you, they might have never been serious. It's a non-committal person. A person who's not looking to find stability with nobody right now. They're just fucking around. And I heard the dog barking. So that may be significant. This person, maybe you caught them kind of flirting with other people or sending nudes to other people or something like that, whether the other person wanted to see it or not. Your person, if they were your person at the time, the blame is on them. Now, if the other person was enticing that, then, you know, if they're too fucking weak to even say that they're with someone and stuff, why the fuck would you want them back? For some of you, I literally feel like this is someone who's just non-committal and they don't fucking care. I feel like they might be someone who's very selfish, someone who only cares about external petty things, or, you know, don't really use their brain to comprehend deeper things that you had to talk about. Like why the relationship was going the way that it was. I feel like you were genuinely trying to figure this out, trying to figure out this person, trying to make things work, trying to make ends meet, and they were just fucking around. I feel like this piles for a very few people, perhaps. With the Four of Swords is usually about staying to yourself. It's about rest and rejuvenation. It's kind of like the Hermit in the Minor Arcana. The Four of Swords here in reverse gives me the feeling like this person I feel like this person wouldn't say how they feel, or they would manipulate situations. And it's interesting because I just noticed, I've never noticed this before. We have here the same sword with the snake. You probably can't see it because of the lighting, but it's the same sword with the snake. It might even be the same people. Like, they'll be looking at you like they want it and all that shit. They're enticed, they're turned on. And then when you're finally gonna give it to them, they're like, well, I feel like they have something to say about everything, but really nothing to say. It's just like bullshit. This is the kind of person that I feel may say what they think they should say so that they can get what they want, while not allowing their partner to speak their mind. They might try and force things on you, or may have done so. Maybe they would always want you to do something for them, but they would never do that for you. Or never care about what you ask them to do for you in return. Which isn't a bad thing, to expect reciprocation from your fucking partner. That should be a given. That should be, you know, common sense. With the Three of Wands here, it's making me think there was this possibility of something becoming more. Maybe at a certain point it seemed like things were getting better, but it's like things were not getting better because you had one vision for the relationship and this person had another vision. Both of your motives were different, and I feel like you were very hopeful. You saw a future with this person, potentially even a family, while this person was just wanting to get it in and not really even focused on whatever. And if you're a single parent and this is the person who got you pregnant or that you had a child with and they just fucking left, then I feel like that's a confirmation to you. That's that person. Again, I feel like that's very, very few of you. With the Three of Wands in reverse, you both saw things differently. You both wanted different outcomes from the situation. And again, I feel like there was a lot of imbalance here. No, I already spoke about the tens here, the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, so I'll move on to these last two cards. We have the Five of Cups and the Eight of Wands in reverse. Both are in reverse. So the Eight of Wands is about communication. It's about moving forward. It's rapid movement. For it to be in reverse shows me that there were lies, there was lack of communication. Maybe when you would confront this person, they would just keep their mouths shut and they would think, oh, well, if I just don't say anything, then I'm not giving away the answer and I'm not lying. I'm not lying because I'm not saying anything. A lie is a lie. Admitting the truth to someone who's asking you a question, who's with you in a relationship. If you're too much of a little bitch to open up and talk about how you feel, maybe you're not ready to be in a relationship, period. Don't waste your time. Don't waste someone else's time. And I'm sorry to say it like that, but goddamn, like that really fucking annoys me. It really does. I've had a relationship where my ex would do that. I would confront him about something. Sometimes I'd even be like, look, proof, like what the fuck? And they'd be quiet. I'm like, okay. By you not saying anything kind of tells me that it's the worst case scenario. And if you're going to tell me not to expect the worst just because you decide not to speak, then what the fuck do you expect me to do? Because you won't fucking speak your mind. You won't say the truth. And you choosing not to say anything is in its own way an answer. If it was so hard to speak the truth, if it was so hard to say, no, I didn't do that. No, I wouldn't do that. No, I didn't say that, whatever. If it was so hard, then maybe it's because you did. And most of the time, I was right. This person would go behind my back or do whatever the fuck they wanted, even though they made promises that they never fucking keep. Different things like that. And, you know, I'm feeling triggered again right now because I feel like you're going through the same shit, or that you have. And it's triggering to me because I know exactly what that's like. It's frustrating because you don't want to accuse your partner or the person that you love or whatever of doing something that you in the first place wouldn't want them to do. But at the same time, silence. And I would tell him this all the fucking time. Every time he'd do it. Silence speaks volumes. If you can't just flat out tell me, you're leaving me to make my own assumptions. And I don't want to assume. I just want to know the fucking truth. You wouldn't want me to assume, right? Because then I'm assuming the worst case scenario. So what's the truth here? I feel like you would always try to be level-headed here, whether you're male or female. I feel like you would always try to communicate, but this person, either they would lie or they would just stay shut. So fucking annoying. I know what that's like, okay? I feel like you are healing, or you're still healing from the situation. You're letting go if you're a single parent, but this person is the one that you had children with or something. It's more understandable, like, how even more difficult the situation can be for you. I don't know if you get child support or not, or if you decide to just do it yourself because this person isn't around anyway. So then if they're not around to help you raise your kid, then why should they be around at all? Maybe you're one of those people. I mean, I don't really blame you. But, you know, I see both sides to that. Maybe for some of you, this person would kind of like dangle something in front of you. I'm not talking about that, but they could have done that too. They could have tried to entice you with something or distract you with something and then gone around doing whatever the fuck when you were distracted or busy or something. Again, don't make this message fit. If it doesn't fit, it's not for you, okay? If you have a perfectly happy relationship and you're, you know, perfectly happy and you trust your partner and you guys are open and honest with each other, this isn't for you. There might be a message here, something for you, but don't force it to fit, okay? I feel like this pile is something very specific, which is also interesting because I wasn't even going to add this. It was a last minute thing for me to add a fourth pile, or pile number 2 technically. And I felt called specifically to choose it as pile number 2 with this specific deck because of the whole sacred unity. 2 is a number of unity. It's a number of balance. It's a number of, you know, give and take, of reciprocity. It's a number of decisions. And it's up to you to make the decision to stay focused on the shit that is going on or that has happened, or to realize the new potential around you. You have to give to yourself so that you can have enough time and energy to give to the people that you love and that you care about. The 5 of Cups in reverse is saying you are or have been, or it's important for you to start seeing new opportunities. In the original Rider-Waite Tarot depiction of the 5 of Pentacles, hopefully you can't hear a bunch of shit. The original depiction is someone who's standing up, who has their hands in their head in their hands, who's crying over 3 cups in front of them that have spilled. But there are 2 cups perfectly erect behind them that they don't even notice because they're too busy crying over those 3. And interestingly enough, we did have the 3 of Cups starting the reading here. So it's telling me, are you gonna keep focusing on this bullshit that has already happened? Let it leave your life. If they have left, let them leave. There's beautiful new beginnings that are trying to open up to you, but you're so focused on this past shit. You need to give yourself that balance. You need to find balance within yourself. Someone who really loves you is going to want you to express yourself, want you to be your greatest version, and they're not going to keep you from being who you really are. And it's understandable, we all have issues, and those things can make relationships difficult. But what is important is that if you're trying to find a sacred unity, if you're trying to come into balance with someone, everyone has problems. Step 1, acknowledge everyone has problems, including you, including me, including your partner, including whoever the fuck. We all have problems, which make relationships difficult. It makes us having a relationship with ourselves difficult enough. So imagine including someone else into that. It's hard. But it is necessary. Okay? It's necessary for you to turn around and see those two other cups to make a decision towards people who are going to appreciate you for who you are. And again, we all have our problems, so it's understandable if two people come together, they have issues. What's important is that you work that shit out. The only way for a relationship to work is by working it out. It takes two, or whoever is involved. As long as everyone knows about everyone who's involved, then cool. No beating around the bush, no cheating, none of that fucking petty bullshit from anybody. Period. You want balance in a relationship, you have to have balance in a relationship. But it takes two, or again, however many people are involved, as long as they know about each other and they're okay with it. If someone really wants it to work, they'll make it work. They'll figure something out. They'll come to a compromise. Both people have to make promises that they will keep. Not no bullshit ass excuses. I'm gonna promise you something and then go behind your back doing some petty shit that I know that you fucking hate. That will piss you off. I'm not gonna mention it because I know it'll piss you off. I know you hate it. I know you'll be pissed. I know you'll come up to me in my face and bring it up. Oh damn, yes, I will. You bet your ass I will. You're not strong enough to admit it? There's the fucking door. Don't lie to me. Period. You want love and balance. You have to find that for yourself first and foremost. I know people hate hearing that. I myself have hated hearing that for the years that I did, that I literally hated myself. Not until I actually started learning to love myself, I was like, okay, I see. When I was in the midst of my depression, that I started to understand, oh, okay, I do need to love myself. Because here I am now, hating myself. And yes, I have people, places, and things around me that love me. I'm grateful for that, but I need to love myself. Because how can I expect someone else to give me that when I can't even give it to myself? How can I give that to someone else if I can't even give it to myself? You need to love yourself. No excuses. If you don't like something about yourself, why? Is it because you've been raised into believing that it's wrong, or is it because it's something that bothers you? Why does it bother you? If it's something that you find that you need to change within yourself so that you can be happy and be the best version of yourself, then do that. No one's stopping you but you. You need to do what's right for you, right for your energy. Okay? So, we have the Six of Swords underneath the deck, by the way. So the Six of Swords is about moving forward. It's literally in the original depiction of this card. It's some people who are on a boat and they're sailing from the rocky waters from some bad situation. They're sailing off into the distance where there's new possibility, where the water is more calm, where they're able to experience something new, something passionate, something true, something real. Okay? Look at that. That's beautiful. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Pentacles under that. And it was upright. So it's like you want to find something new and stable and reciprocal and something real. You have to, first of all, be real with your damn self. First of all. Second of all, you can find that. But you need to move away from this bullshit, from this situation that it has ended. It's no good. People can change, yes, but most people will never change. Why? Because it's really hard. It takes a lot of effort. It takes being open and honest. It takes change, and most people are not willing to change. And you can't force people to change. And the more you try, the more you're just fucking yourself over and making the situation worse. than it needs to be. Again, there's about here 3. There's 3 candles. 3 to me is a number of manifestation. So it's like if you're trying to manifest love, this is something, okay. Personally, I don't believe in doing love rituals to make someone love you. I just saw 11111. That's my personal belief. I will stick by that. Now, I see nothing wrong with being in a relationship and doing a love ritual to enhance the love and honesty and passion and sex and all of that within the relationship. But personally, I don't believe it's right to mess with someone's free will. And forcing someone to love you, in my opinion, is not gonna fucking make it happen. You can do a ritual to do that, and let's say you're successful. Does that person really love you? No, they don't. It's because of that ritual that you did. Would you really want that? That's fake. That's not real. It's like, what's the term? Stockholm syndrome or something? When someone who kidnaps someone, and the person who was kidnapped starts to fall in love with their kidnapper, is fucking crazy. I just saw 1212. You want something real, then you need to be real to yourself. And you will come into balance with yourself. Once you come into balance with yourself, you can come into balance with a partner. If you were to ask any successful partnership, any successful couple, whether they're gay or straight or whatever the fuck they are, if they've been together for 10, 20, 30 plus years, ask them what works, and they'll probably say, you have to communicate. You have to understand that both people are different. You're gonna have arguments, inevitably, but you have to always strive to make things right, and to always listen to each other, and always strive to do better for yourselves and for each other. Those are the most successful relationships. And the most failure ones, what are they like? Well, he was like this, and well, she was like this, and blah, 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 and they never fucking can come to any consensus. Therefore, they split, because the relationship was not strong enough that they would push through together. You want something new? Something stable? Something beautiful? Then you have to move forward into a new beginning. Manifest self-love. I am all for self-love rituals. Love yourself. You want to do a sex ritual while you do that shit? Manifest it. Do it. Manifest self-love, because you deserve to love yourself. How can you expect someone else to love you when you can't even love yourself? And I'll tell you what, regardless of what you look like, I guarantee you the most sexy thing about a person is confidence. Period. Doesn't matter what you look like. If you got that confidence and you know your shit, that's sexy. That's powerful. And no one can fake it. You can't fake that shit. You cannot fake confidence. You can't. You can start that way. You can look in the mirror, let's say you have no confidence and you're like, I am beautiful. I am sexy. That's how it starts. I saw 1:14:44. That's how it starts. That's how it started with me when I was in my depression, literally hating myself, wanting to die. I began like that. And I'd even like roll my eyes about it, be like, I love you. You are worthy. And I'd be there like, this is such bullshit. I don't believe it for shit. But you know what? You keep doing it. You keep doing it and you start to put in more faith and belief into the words. What's the saying? There's a saying, words are spells. So be careful with the words that you say. Because that's why they're called spelling. It's called spelling because words are spells. You understand what I'm saying? You could look up that quote. You'll probably find it much faster than I could try to butcher it. But you get the point, right? Be aware of how you communicate with yourself. And don't allow someone to fucking talk to you like shit. Especially if you're someone without confidence as it is, don't allow someone who walks all over you and makes you feel even more like shit. No, your partner should be reminding you like, hey, you are beautiful. You are sexy. I shouldn't have to remind you, but I'm gonna remind you because I believe that and I know it. And I see it. And I'm grateful. Don't waste your fucking time on someone who doesn't even see your worth. They should not be all over you just because of your body. They should love you for who you are. The body is just like, you know, everyone is sexually attracted to different body types. Maybe you like dark skin, maybe someone likes light skin, maybe you like thick, maybe someone likes skinny. It doesn't matter. Maybe you're someone who doesn't fucking care. I don't fucking care. But you shouldn't allow someone to be with you or to even like give them that gratification of experiencing what your body feels like if that's literally the only thing that pulls them to you. If that's the only reason why they're attracted to you, then they don't deserve you. Period. Because then that means that they're only seeing the outside. And let me tell you what, we all get old, we all get wrinkly, and we all die. Period. If they can't love you for who you are internally and externally now, when you're younger, like let's say you're in your 20s or maybe 30s, 40s, whatever. How the fuck could you expect them to love you when you're old and wrinkly and you need help? And you know, you start to forget things. How could you expect someone who just loves your body to still love you in the future? Be careful with who you surround your time with, your energy with. Be careful with who you allow to have sex with you, because that is sacred and beautiful. And each and every time that you do, their energy and your energy is entwined and will forever be, in essence, because of that experience. That will always be an experience that you have. Okay? I'm not saying whether you've had a lot of sexual partners or not. I have. Admittedly, I don't care. I mean, I used to feel very guilty about it, and I learned like, hey, you know what? That's my experience of the past. That's who I was in the past, and I am who I am now, and I learned from it. Period. If I didn't go through all that shit that I went through, experiencing the same kind of fucking people in my life, then I wouldn't be who I am now. I'd probably still be chasing people who don't even love me for who I am, and they just want my body, or just because I'm there, or just want to use me as a booty call. I've been used many times. I know what that's like. That's bullshit. Never allow someone to use you. Okay? And if they do, then cut them off. You deserve better. Okay, pile 2? So, I hope, you know, that was helping. Let me go ahead and get to your oracle deck. Ooh, okay, you guys. Interesting, we had the spider underneath the deck, and there was the spider. If you want to look a little bit ahead of the pile selection number, the little critter was back at the end of pile 1 in between your piles. And so that may be significant to you. If there's something about spiders to you, you may want to watch pile 1 or something. I believe that I did mention that on pile 1. So anyway, oh, you have 2. I saw the bat. You have the bat, but you also have the hummingbird. Okay, so I'm gonna read the bat because the bat's what came out very prevalently. And maybe I'll read a little bit into the hummingbird too. So let's see here. Both are air elements, understandably. Okay. Spread your wings and fly. If you want a new beginning, then go after it. A bird, a bat, a flying whatever the fuck is not forced to stay where it's at ever. It could literally spread its wings and fly away. Unless it's a penguin, but you get the point. You know, Spread your wings and fly. The best time to do a cord cutting ritual or something of that nature would probably be a full moon. The best time to do any release work, I just saw 121:12, is during a full moon. Full moons are like the number 10. It is the end of a cycle. A new moon is like the number 1, even though I know that doesn't make sense in terms of the lunar cycle. I get it, but hear me out. The number 1 is about new beginnings. So new moons, dark moons are the best time for new beginnings. A full moon is the best time for release, okay? There's something about following your intuition here. Bats use echolocation. They have really good hearing. Be more aware. It's like, notice the red flags. When you're getting to know someone, especially if you're starting to see them as a potential partner, notice the red flags and trust yourself. Don't just be like, oh, there's a red flag, but they're really nice and they say they would never hurt me. You know how many people say that shit? And then literally that's the first fucking thing they'll do to you? I learned that the hard way from experience in multiple situations. You can be at your worst and someone will take advantage of it. Whether there's someone you've known for a really long time, since childhood, or there's someone that you trust, and they'll use that excuse to try to get you to forget what you're going through in order to get in your pants. There are a lot of people out there like that, unfortunately. They see you crying, they see you, feeling bad, they see you, in a worst case situation with an ex or with yourself or something, and then they'll try to make it okay. I'm not gonna hurt you. Then why are you trying to get in my pants, even though I'm literally just talking to you about like this bullshit that's going on between me and my partner or whatever, my ex. I saw 123:23, by the way. 2 and 3 make 5. 5 is about change. So interestingly enough, that is, 5 and 5 make 10. 10 is about an end to a cycle, but with the 10s and the 1, because it was 1, 10, 10, essentially, 1, 5. My point is, 1, 5, and 5. The 5 and 5 make 10, and 10 plus 1 is 11. So the point is, again, there's a lot here about unity, a lot of here about alignment. Okay, so with the hummingbird, I'm getting, they are very beautiful, teeny tiny little creatures. It's like I just got a feeling like small, but I pack a big punch. Like, I may be small, don't fuck with me though. I may be small, but that's no reason for you to underestimate me. Maybe you're someone who's very petite or like short or something. I saw 124:44. But you're also kind of the person that's like, just because I'm small doesn't mean you can walk all over me. Good. You may be small on the exterior, but internal, like that energy you're exuding is powerful. Continue to exude that, regardless of what you look like on the outside, regardless if you're short or tall or big or small or whatever. Okay, continue to exude that energy. Okay, so let me read here the bat. Where are you? Okay. Ooh, okay. Interesting. All right. Sorry, you guys. I know people hate when readers do that. They're like, oh, okay. Oh, shit. We gonna get down to this shit right now. As a reader, I think you would understand. Sorry. Okay. So, we have the bat. It says, darkness, letting go, death leading to rebirth. Before emerging, the bat waits for the sun to set and the moon to rise. In the darkness, it can see all that was invisible in the daylight hours. The bat is a master of the subtle senses, of the underlying forces that cause some things to prosper and others to fade. The bat card shows up to signify the ending of a chapter, the closing of a door. The bat comes swiftly, encouraging us to move on. In just a few hours, a new day dawns. No more lingering in the past. When in balance, accepts, adapts, adjusts. When out of balance, refuses to let go, reminisces. To bring into balance, watch the sunrise. That's what it says. Okay. Now, since the hummingbird did come out, I'll also read that one. Fuck it. I'm not gonna say no. Spirit has another message for you, then fuck it, fine. Let's see. Here we go. Hummingbird. Positive, enthusiastic, spiritually resourceful. Inside the tiny hummingbird resides an endless well of energy and positivity. The hummingbird's secret is that it has learned where to gather nectar, and it returns to those sources daily for nourishment and rejuvenation. The sacred elixir springs from many sources, but usually involves nature, creativity, and exploring spirituality. Follow the way of the hummingbird and you cannot go wrong. Every droplet of life becomes sweet, every moment worth savoring. When in balance, smart, curious, loves to learn. When out of balance, pushy, insistent, sharp. To bring into balance, take a class. Learn something new, do something new. If you're stuck in some stagnant bullshit energy with someone in the past or something, learn to let go. Do a cord cutting ritual. Do something like that. Do what you need to do so that you can progress and move forward. The hummingbird is small and mighty. It is still powerful on its own. It's still beautiful on its own. Never underestimate something just because it's small. Okay? So that's all that I have for you, Pile 2. I hope that this message resonated and brought you some clarity and perspective into your situation. Yeah, so I hope to see you in the next one. And if you feel free to let me know what's going on or anything, then feel free to do so. Now, again, hope to see you in the next one. Love you guys. Bye. Okay, so my phone is close to dying, so I'm going to have to charge it before I finish up with the next couple of piles. So I will probably see you in some time after, or I might post this as 2 separate videos. I don't want to, but in case I can't put them together because it's too long of a video, too much space and different things like that, I hope that you guys will understand. So let me put these cards back and then I'll go ahead and start charging my phone because I took much longer than I anticipated for these couple of first readings. So all right, thank you again, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye.